Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic. You get magically teleported into the last video game you've played and will return in a week. If you die in the game, you'll die in real life, blacking out and such count as dying, but you get to keep anything you've got in the game as well. What's your strategy? I stay in the menu. Epic gamer strategy. I think this is the only strategy for me as well. The last game I played was Black Ops 4. Well, I'm in Stardew Valley, so I guess I spend a week farming. Does this mean I come back with a wife and child? I wouldn't mind coming back with a family with Abigail. Me too. But since the op said that passing out means dying in the real world, I'm going to bed at like 9 p.m. every day, just in case I lose track of time and 2 a.m. rolls around. So how I play Stardew Valley. Last game I played was Doom. So I'm almost dead instantly. Can you just stay in the first place and not move? Or maybe you remember the original where you could get lost in the wavy walls. But for a week. As long as you don't have to eat, drink or use the restroom. Dude, I played Animal Crossing. Time to farm minerals and fossils. I'm sure most would spend all their time trying to bring Isabelle back with them. A personal helper you can also pet cause it's a dog. Sign me up. Plague Inc. with a bacterial strain that started in Germany. As long as I stay put in Sweden I'll be fine. Didn't manage to infect the north in the first few years. With how time goes in Plague and how slow it is at first. You should be good even in Germany. Its first week is very slow. Unless you play bioweapon, then maybe it would be. Stay inside of my Minecraft house and do basically nothing but eating my overloaded chest of meat. You come back to real life with 20 megatons of cobblestone and dirt and your whole neighborhood is buried in rubble. Not to mention, but all you can hear is the sound of your new cow farm for miles. My last Minecraft run. I played mod, and I still haven't died. I currently have a self-sustaining tree farm that feeds trees into a machine that cuts them into wooden planks, which then teleports them into boilers as fuel, which heats water from an infinite source to feed reactor turbines which generate enough energy to still have surplus while sustaining 24 dimensions which I created. I now have infinite gold, diamond, UU matter, which fuels my replicators, also powered by my turbines, that are allowing me to create the components for solar panels that could also each power a city. The panels themselves are assembled by a matter, energy storage system in which I have multiple billions of components stored, including enough preserved food and materials to create multiple Dyson spheres and sustain the societies that could live there. If any exotic materials are needed, I can create dimensions containing only planets of that material, and much more if needed. There are no conceivable limits. My automated farms create thousands of potatoes per minute, along with a number of other crops, and I have spawners that can create a variety of creatures at virtually no cost, thanks to my infinite energy loop generators / solar panels. I have force field technology that can withstand direct attacks from multi-megaton blasts, and armor that allows me to survive standing outside the shield while it goes off, and teleportation tech that allows not only instantaneous teleportation at any range, I can also teleport structures with minimal setup of the correct receiver array, and dimensional storage pockets that allow me to access my entire database of matter, energy stored items. This is all expandable and scalable with very little trouble, and I have pocket-sized machines that can reach into my inventory for supplies, and construct anything that I have stored blueprints for. Distance, energy, and supply limitations have all been transcended. With my return to the real world, all of humanity would enter a post-scarcity age. No person would want for any resource. Our solar system would be fully colonized within a few years. With my mastery of dimensional creation, I would ensure the security of all food / energy / mass production from within the dimensions I created for materials, making certain that the faucet of infinite materials / energy could not be interrupted. Everyone would get their own means with which to access it. The infrastructure is self-expanding / sustain, and as I set the rules to my created dimensions, it would harm no one, there would be no one there to harm. With the ability to turn mass back into energy, there wouldn't even be a threat of filling the universe with matter. Entropy itself would be defeated. I even have machines that can teach skills and store experience, and more machines which can replicate more of the same. Learning is industrialized and instant. The core knowledge needed to exist in this society and innovate further is distilled into potions that are available to all. My armor's strength is only limited by my power reserves, so I would be invulnerable and immortal, thanks to my built-in healing / regeneration tech. I could swim in a star and not feel it. All of this, thanks to a plot of trees and a few tricks. Taking mod me aircraft into the real world equals godhood. Edit. To the 17 Burgilio folks asking, the mod pack was Infinity evolved for me aircraft July 1, 2010, with a few extra mods on top, and a few small 2 edits here and there. It's one of the older versions, but pretty dag stable. I highly recommend it. Reading this was intense. I don't know how Civilian 6 will work. 1 week. Just play a game on Marathon. That's an easy week right there. And play it on Settler, so that by the end of the week, you own the entire world. Smash Ultimate. I am unspeakably fucked. It would seem that we must smash now. Wait. Are we still talking about the game? Last game I played was me aircraft. Well, I would build farms and never ever leave and go on small mining trips, always do strip mining, and when it gets dark, hide in my house till day, or sleep. Or just creative. Or hacks. As myself or the player character. I wouldn't live through hell as myself. Just never finish character creation. Spend a week tweaking your face, changing your race and hit confirm moments before the weekends. But what if you actually would feel all those changes? I can't imagine it being painless to have your eyes move all over your face or changing the shape of your skull. RimWorld. Either I come back with human meat and human leather hats, or I come back as human meat and human leather hats. Come on, take the chance on getting some sweet bionics. Your doctor probably won't screw up, so what if he's got a crippling smoke-clear addiction? If your doctor is doing that much smoke-clear, it's to numb the pain of the hundreds of prisoners he practiced on. He has to have it nailed by now. I stay in passive mode, to online. But if that were not possible in this scenario, I wouldn't make it honestly. I'd probably find a tunnel and stay in that. Lol, at least I'd be a millionaire if I came out alive. Well, you can't get killed in your apartment, so those are safe bets. Or you could go over to the east coast of the map that everyone forgets exists until they have to do a cargo bob import / export or nightclub sell. Edit. Totally missed that you get to keep the stuff after. Chilling in your stilt house or penthouse would get you the property and a garage of 10 supercars, but I'd definitely take the Akula and go chill on the coast. Fly up to Palatu, always deserted, for food and spend the rest of your day landed behind a hillside chilling in the cockpit. Week later, boom, proud owner of a fully armed, completely stealth military helicopter, KA-50 is $16 million plus full cost of armament, you can sell to some ne'er-do-well and be set for the rest of your days. Maybe if you're trying to max profit, sit the Akula on one of your yacht's helipads and call the Avenger to balance on the other so they are all technically touching, but I feel like that would draw too much attention and someone would come mess with you. I heard there's a way to shoot someone's apartment up if you fly a helicopter to the right window, but I've never seen it happen. I guess I'm gonna finally learn how to play Gwet. It's the last game I played as well. I was just thinking how horrifying the Witcher world would be to live in real life and couldn't think of what to do. Gwet is definitely the best option. I mean, are we dropped in as ourselves or as the protagonist? I didn't do any Gwet in my first playthrough. Played some in the second but then hit Veal again and you were so damn dreary compared to Towsite. But also so important to the story. Well, Borderlands 2 here. I'm fucked. Edit. Thanks for reminding me about the new U stations, but I kind of, though I was myself and not a badass vault hunter and seeing as regular people usually get killed for good, I thought I'll probably just turn into skag food. You guys are right though, I couldn't really die if I have the money. But again, I did not think I'd be a hero. Then again, someone wrote Marx Z's bar, so I guess I'd just look at boobs for a week. Same. You can just farm the low-level areas if you start at the LVL of your character. If you start from scratch you'll probs die in the train intro. Guess I'm going hollow, y'all. See you in Undeadburg. This but DS3's Firelick Shrine. I'll just go hollow there. Except I'd have to pass Guddy, however TF it's spelled, and that just wouldn't happen. So yeah, completely screwed. Edit. Holy upvotes Batman. Thanks everyone lol. Edit 2. I have beat Guddy, struggled on my first character, died a bunch, then figured it out. Next two characters were a knight and herald and beat him first try with each. Just meant as an actual human being thrown in their situation is totally and utterly fuba, so again dead lol. In game not a problem lol. If you're starting out as a new character that'd be rough. But if we get to play as our current character it wouldn't be so bad. I'd just fast travel to Firelick and start trying to think of ways to get rich IRL. Knowing me, I'd still find a way to die the first time I tired to fight something. Minecraft. I'll be able to topple the world's economy with the amount of gold and diamond I have in a week. It's pretty safe in the overworld. Asterisk falls into lava asterisk. I was playing on creative.